Hi Year 8s. Today I'm going to show you how to make vegetable parcels. Now we have the recipe that's going to be online and it includes carrot, beans, broccoli, onion, potato, mushrooms, many different ingredients. But because I'm home today, I haven't gone down to the supermarket, I've got a list of ingredients. Well, I've got a bunch of ingredients that I've got out of my fridge. Now with the vegetable parcels, you can go exactly by the recipe, or you can change up the vegetables you put in it. I'm going to show you what vegetables I'm going to use today. So I have got some capsicum, I've got some pumpkin that I've just cubed up and roasted, I've got some peas, carrot, some mushrooms, some broccolini, some spinach, potato, onion. Okay, so I've also got the rest of the things: salt and pepper, some cheese, I've got some fresh parsley, I don't have basil, we've got some curry powder, and I've also got some phyllo pastry. I'll show you the phyllo pastry next. Okay Year 8s, this is the phyllo pastry. It's really cheap. You get it in the refrigerated section in the supermarket. I think it's about $4 for a packet and it'll make a lot. You only need 4 sheets, but if you're going to make this, you may as well make it for dinner and double the recipe, so you get quite a few of these and you can have it for dinner. Okay, so I'm going to now start and show you how to chop up your different vegetables, okay? So first of all, I'm going to dice an onion. Now it doesn't have garlic in it, but if you like garlic, you can put a clove of garlic in this too. Do one way, turn it around. Remember, always have your bare claw like that so you don't chop your fingers. So there is our onion diced. We're going to put, it says a quarter of a potato. I'm going to put the whole potato in. We're going to dice that up too, because I might make more as well so we can have them for dinner. Okay, so when you dice a potato, you cut it in slices and then into matchsticks. And then I'm going to just line them all up and chop them into a small dice. Now with this, you want to make sure that everything's about the same size and not too big, because you don't your phyllo pastry, you don't want your phyllo pastry to be all chunky. Now we are now going to julienne, which is long matchsticks, a half a carrot. Okay, so cut it in half so it's sitting flat, and then I'm going to cut it into longer sticks. And then now julienne carrots, I like that. Okay, I'm going to actually chop them up into little dice as well, because I think it's nicer to have them all diced, all the veggies diced in here. But if you've got juliennes, then you can just dice it up. So pop that in. So in this bowl, first of all, we're going to do the carrots, beans, but I'm not putting beans in, broccoli, onion and potato. And instead of the beans, I'm going to put my roast pumpkin. So I've got that, my roast pumpkin. So my broccoli, I'm just going to chop it roughly. Broccoli's great. This is broccolini actually, and I'm going to use as much of that stem as I can. Broccolini's great. Okay, I'm going to do the mushrooms. I've done one. It does say to slice your mushrooms, which is just like this, but in the recipe, you're probably using little cap mushrooms. Now these are field mushrooms. I just had them in my fridge, so I used that. But they're a bit big if you slice them. So I'm going to chop them up and put those to the side of my board. I'll turn my board around because I'm going to then do some capsicum here. Do a big piece of capsicum. Now with that, I just do it slices. And good chop. So I've got all my pieces of veggies are all about the same size. I've got some peas that I can throw in and some spinach too. Okay, I'm at the stove now. I've got my element on a high heat. Now I've got an electric oven and stove, but you might have a gas one and you might want to ask mum or dad to help you with that. Okay, so I'm going to put a bit of olive oil at the bottom. I'm not too sure what the recipe said, but it's probably, what does it say? It actually says butter. So a half a tablespoon of butter. So it says to pop the butter in. Butter tastes great, so, or you can use the olive oil. So I've just put this on. I'm going to, well, when that's warm, pop this mixture in. It's got the onion, garlic, potato, pumpkin, broccolini and carrot, and I'm going to mix that through. Now I will put my mushroom, capsicum and spinach through this as well, but I'll just cook this off a little bit. Now we don't want to burn this, but we do want it to be just sweated through and cooked nicely and evenly. So it's about, it's about 2 minutes. Okay, now these veggies have been cooking for 2 minutes and they're just starting to become tender. I'm going to now put my mushrooms and capsicum through and stir that through for another few minutes until the carrots are just cooked, okay? They will continue to cook when you pop them in the oven, but you want them to be almost there. Okay guys, I've just popped out to the garden and I've chopped up some parsley and sage. Now it does say to put basil in it, but basil's not in it, it's in season at the moment. So I just went out to the garden. You might have some herbs in the garden. You can really put in anything. So I've just put some spinach and I'm going to put a couple of tablespoons of peas in there. And just cook that till the spinach well. Okay, now that's cooked. I'm going to pop that into a large bowl to let it cool down. Now you don't want to be putting hot vegetables into phyllo pastry. Phyllo pastry is really delicate and so you want it to be cool. Also you could, if you have puff pastry in your freezer, you could use puff pastry instead of phyllo. But phyllo is a healthier version because it hasn't got as much fat in it. This is still cooling on my bench, but I am going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. Pinch of salt and pepper. I'm going to put a teaspoon of curry powder in. Delicious. Some cheese. Now, this is, and some breadcrumbs. Oh, I'm not going to put the breadcrumbs in, I don't have them for one. But, now this is your mixture, okay? I think it would really be nice with a sauce through it. So I've made a bechamel, and I'll put a link on the site to how to make a bechamel. But bechamel sauce is like a white sauce, and I've put a bit of curry in it. I'm going to mix that through, and it'll make it a nice saucy parcel. My cat's in the backyard, background, whinging to get outside. Okay, so I'm just done that, and that's cheesy. It's got a bit of curry powder in, and so now it's quite a nice thick consistency, saucy consistency. Okay, we're ready now to start rolling up our phyllo pastries. I have got a packet of phyllo here, and it comes all wrapped up like this. It's very paper thin, if you've never seen this before, and it dries out very quickly. So you kind of have to work quite quickly with it. So it's that big. Put that over here. I'm going to take one sheet. So in class you'd be getting 4 sheets of this. I'm going to take one sheet, and I have, well, that's a bit big there. Anyway, going to put my board like this. I'll show you. Down like this, and I'm going to brush it with melted butter, which I just melted into the microwave. Okay, and then lay another sheet on, and that is 2 sheets. This is one way you can do it. I'm going to get a spoon and pop some of your mixture down here. Then we're going to do it like a Swiss roll. Fold in the edges. Oops, my chopping board is a little wet. Fold in your edges. Oh, it is very wet. And then we're going to roll it up. And there's one done. I have prepared a tray here with baking paper. So I'm going to pop that there and just brush it lightly with some of your butter, ready for your next one. Okay, for the next one, if you'd like to be a little more creative, I'm taking my chopping board away because it's a bit annoying. I'm going to do another one. Just lightly brush it with my pastry with the butter. Put another one on. I'm going to turn it this way. Now, I'm going to make a triangle this time. I'm going to pop some in here. Now, see how this goes. So, going to then and I've got a triangle. I'm just going to fold that bit in. I'll put a bit of butter on that. Stick it. And there, I've got the triangle. Okay, I'm going to show you again the triangle. So I've got my 2 sheets with butter in between. Popping my mixture just in the corner here. Now it's just a folding process, guys. Don't want too much. So it's got a square shape like that. Then I'm going to fold it up. Might be a bit confusing. Ask mum or dad if you need to. So just like that, got another triangle. There you go, buttered it. And so now I've got 2 large triangles and 2 rounds. Hey, I have now made 3 triangles and 2 rectangles and 2 scrolls and the other 2 triangles there. So I have now, over here you can see my oven, I've preheated that to 200. So I'm going to pop them in and cook them for 15 to 25 minutes. My trays are all in. So So they're going to go into the oven for 15 to 20 minutes, but you want them to be really nice and golden and crispy. I'll show you when they come out. Year 8s, these are finished, nice and golden. They're split a little bit in spots, but they'll still taste delicious. I think I might have overfilled them. These are vegetable parcels made with phyllo pastry, and as I said, put any kind of vegetables in there that you want. Yeah, so enjoy.